Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Cleveland Browns. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
Take right open. Take easy. Route. Tomato. Done. Here we go.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. Open man, he completes it to Judy. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A gain of 4.
You look at this Colt defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, he's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive. They want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. You know he's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down, because if he gets into high gear, he's going to shred you all game long.
Got it. Ready? Hey, Lion. Hey, different. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Browns had 10-6 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here now a third down and 8. Lawrence. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go up there and get them is the idea.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as he'll get this up to the 32.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Browns defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their time.
Now Richardson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Come on. Cut my team. Crack all 80. Ready.
They'll give to Taylor out of the gun. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7. Browns nothing.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Browns drive about to get started. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Rip, 23. Here we go.
They give up the middle. Jenkins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Ginger. Zach, Silver.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And given 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Turn.
Lawrence will throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Take right open.
And 1.
11. Here we go, Sahana.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. He's into space past the 25. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Well, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st down and goal to go.
Lawrence on the sneak. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, Lion. Hey, check that.
Jenkins is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Hey, Soko. Here we go.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. He'll try to pick it up himself. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 107 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Richardson off the play fake. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A.J. Brown. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. Browns nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Well, it's hit and the ball is free. But I think the Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Hey, easy, route. Go. Hey, Ginger, attack.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Browns on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Now Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. JT Tuimoloau in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Matt Ariza now. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal.
Here's Richardson to throw. Left side, he finds Pierce. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson, 59 yards. And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Hey, Soko, high. Silver.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Judy. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Red on red. Son.
Now Lawrence to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try it now with Judkins. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Colts.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Richardson. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half.
Browns nothing.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Let's go now. 60 by 60.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
19 Tiger.
Off play action. Richardson. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
11. Red on red. Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
And the Browns
13, Lou.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's another Browns.
Hey, I'm gun.
First and 10 at the 36.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Complete to David Njoku. 10 yards on the pickup. It's
Back to throw again. Now, man, and he hits him in stride. 2nd catch for him today, and they'll wind up a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from the 20. And the Browns get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Still shedding tackles. How about this? Jonathan Taylor. And he is into the end zone. And the touchdown record is now all his. Boy, I got to say, I don't know how he made it all the way to the end zone without going down. What a run.
Absolutely incredible that was, because defensively you're taught to break down, wrap up. But in this case, he didn't really allow it. And really, no one was able to slow him down enough for the extra help to get there. He just kept getting out of tackles all the way downfield and found the end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And some space here. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor
of a big second half.
First and 10 at
Red
the
on red.
48-yard line.
They go play action with Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger.
DeForest Buckner in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Ready. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Right back to him on first down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 209 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
70. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. Touchdown! Alec Pierce with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They run the option on second down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Rip, 20. There we go.
Here's Lawrence. And Thomas has it. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Red on red.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
The Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Route. Done. Inside his hunt. Silver.
An inside run with Jenkins. Broken tackle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
33-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Hey, lock.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. This is the tight end, Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop. There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Hey, go.
Lawrence. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On the ground, DJ Giddens. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
All right, let's go. Silver.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No need on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. That is caught. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
19 yards.
And Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
First down, here's Jenkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Rip, 23.
Now Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Red on red.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now the try here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
52, Browns 21.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they're giving up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Nice. Take go.
Now they'll run on the ball. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Soko, hot. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to touchdown, but he's got the first down.
It's a gain of 18. And the
Let's go.
Browns, 1st down.
Great job.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Lawrence. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Second and 10. They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. To the right side. That's where Tillman is. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Browns first down.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Browns 28.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only